Great, there we are now. Hey, all right. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Playground Experiment Virtual Volume 205, right? Right. My name is Kirsten Hopkins, and I am currently in New York City, the ancestral land of the Munsee Lenape people. Tonight, we have artists participating from a range of places all over the country, and you can see several of them right now holding up the names of the indigenous peoples whose ancestral lands they currently are on. The PGE acknowledges that wherever we are in this country, we are occupying stolen land, and we honor and respect the indigenous people that once lived here, as well as the indigenous people who continue to live here and contribute to our society. And now I'd like to invite all of tonight's participating artists to turn their cameras back on and say hello to our virtual audience.
Hello.
Hello. Virtual stage, our founder and artistic director, Mike Lesser.
Hey, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you, artist, and welcome to Virtual Volume 205. Again, my name is Mike Lesser, Artistic Director of the Playground Experiment, and you are here at our virtual home in your virtual home with our work in process flagship program of volumes. For those of you that are new to the Playground Experiment, first and foremost, if you're watching on YouTube live, we have the amazing Frances Motti moderating tonight. Give it up for Frances, everybody.
Yay!
What volumes is where playwrights bring in work in process, meaning it is not done, it is not complete. It might not even have complete sentences. It is something that has formed around in their head that they're like, I'm not sure what this is. It's really messy. And what we do is we bring in brilliant, amazing, talented actors to read those words to help our writers get a sense that they're not absolutely insane. So that being said, let's make some noise for our PGE casting pool. Everybody unmute yourselves, make noise for our casting pool.
Yay! Great!
Yay! We're gonna ask our actors to do their first bit of stage direction and disappear, and leave just our writers and our two stage directions readers tonight, because we have two from around the country. We have the amazing Laura reading stage directions, and we have Paul. Where's my Paul? There he is. And let's give it up for Paul and Laura, who will be reading many roles and stage directions for the evening. And now they will disappear to become voices in the mist. And we have given up for our writers. Congratulations, writers. You have work. We lost a writer. I'm missing a writer. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's Stephen. And Matthew, you can hide yourself. Awesome. There's the writers. Yay! Give it up make noise for each other.
Yeah.
What's exciting about tonight, we have 3 first-time volumes writers.
Wow,
We have a writer that hasn't been here since the plague. Wait, no, it was in a long time. Miss Thomas is back after a long time. And we have writers that have been working on pieces that we've seen before, and we get to see new installments of them. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to ask all of y'all to disappear except our first writer, which is Philip.
Hello.
Hey, Philip. Welcome back. Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn, indeed.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about, I know you brought this piece in before, but anything we need to know about where we're at in this piece tonight?
Oh yes, because this is scene 4 of a scene 16 play. So I'll give you the thing. It's a 2-character play. Kyle's best friend in high school, Devin, died suddenly, but he has returned as a ghost who only appears once a year for an hour. Devin can see into Kyle's future and has over the years guided him into some questionable ventures. Kyle is taking care of Devin's mother and always needs money, and that's where we pick it up.
Awesome. And let's bring in your amazing actors. Is there any content warnings we need to know about for the scene?
I don't think so.
Awesome. And do you want your actors to introduce themselves?
Yes, why don't we? Yeah.
Awesome. Introduce yourselves, and stage directions reader, introduce yourselves, and I'm going to disappear. like a ghost. No.
I'm Matthew Menendez, and I'll be
I'm
playing
Chris. I'm playing Kyle.
You're on mute, Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the stage reader. The same mountaintop clearing a year later. Night. Kyle enters with his usual camping gear. Out of his knapsack, he takes out a ring binder. Devin appears.
Right on the dot. Maybe you have improved your business skills. You've learned punctuality.
If I want to see you, I don't have any real choice.
I don't have any real choice. If I were a bitter person, I'd dwell on how unfair life is. My future is cut short while you just get to run around and
Dev, I don't want to be blunt. I don't want to be blunt, but let's do this later.
later. We only have an hour.
We have an hour. I know, not a lot of time. That's why I want to change the agenda.
Agenda? We don't have an agenda.
We do. So I suggest we start out with the fortune telling stuff, and then we do catch up after. Here's a list of growth stocks that show potential. Within the next 10 months, are any of these going to spike or drop? I can use either.
Really funny, Kyle.
I'm dead serious.
Well, I'm dead. Then no.
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 Wrong stocks? Okay, I have more. There's Fortune 500, but the growth stocks are cheaper.
I'm not
and-
doing this.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Dev, we've only got an hour. I want to catch up with you, tell you what's going on in the real world. So let's get this out
How
of the
are
way now.
you? How's mom?
Nice try, but stocks first. What if we run out of time, huh?
I'm not your finance monkey.
That's hurtful. You're my friend. I treasure these moments.
Thank you.
So, TXR. They have an Alzheimer's.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, what's wrong is we've wasted 5 minutes arguing, and we both know how this plays. This goes against the code of conduct, and I'll say I need more money for your mom, and you're going to cave at the end. So, hey, let's cut to the chase.
Fuck off.
Okay, that's another 2 minutes wasted.
Are you deliberately trying to piss me off?
No, I'm trying to make the most of our time together. Maybe time has no meaning for you or clock, but I'm moving forward. I have to live. I'm sorry. That was
Mean.
Yeah, it was mean.
But true. I appreciate your honesty.
Sometimes you gotta be blunt.
Look at the stars.
This again?
Whenever I'm sad or mad or frustrated, I think of all the stars. They call me. Stars are eternal. Our time alive is just a blip.
That's so true. Makes you think.
Appreciate your life.
Yeah, I do, more than ever. I appreciate the advice you gave me last year. You made a difference. You're still making a difference.
You're welcome.
So let's keep going. This is March. Where's TXR going to be in 3 months?
Stop it.
We always help each other. This would be a real solid.
We don't help each other. When did you ever help me?
Really? How about when you showed up at school? New kid, weird, dead dad?
My first day of school, you hit me in the head with a piece of vanilla frosted cake.
I was aiming for Manny.
That's what you told me at the time. What's the actual truth?
You want to know?
Yes.
TXR.
Are you kidding?
TXR.
Fuck you.
You were bawling like a baby in front of everyone in the cafeteria. White frosting dripping from your hair. You remember that? First just tears, then sobbing. Probably realized no one gave a shit about you. Alone, dirty, and humiliated.
You never apologized.
Did too. Said I was aiming for Manny. That was my story. You want to know the truth?
Devin closes his eyes, clenches his hands, moans in pain, then exhales deeply and looks at Kyle.
Buy it now. Sell by June 15th.
Thanks. And I'm sorry I hit you with the cake.
The truth.
Oh, this is really embarrassing. I wasn't aiming for you or Manny. I was aiming for the exit sign.
That's nowhere near where I...
I know.
Mr. Athlete, you couldn't hit the exit sign.
I know. It's humiliating. It was such an easy shot.
You have great aim. That was your thing.
Vulnerable.
You'd rather people think you're a bully than...
And someone who cannot make a forward pass, yes.
Why the hell didn't you tell me that? You know, I begged Mrs. Trebach to put me with someone else. Didn't you see I was scared of you?
I picked up that you were weird, but it didn't matter. Figured you'd do most of the work.
I did.
Hey, you pegged me for a bully. I pegged you for a smart loser.
You could have told me later when we were friends.
I'm telling you now.
Why?
Because I grew up.
Totally missed that development.
I'm running my own company. I own buildings. I'm married. I have a kid. Is that grown up enough for you?
What?
Fuck, did I say that?
Yeah. When did that happen?
All right. The DRB. DRB.
You're
That's
still a
tech
child.
stock. I'm sorry. I didn't mean, I have a kid. I have a kid now. I have to, I need to, I named him after you.
Really?
Well, yeah, his middle name. Devin's a dorky first name. No offense.
What's his first name? Or does that cost me too?
Ian. Ian Devin Oakman. Classy, huh? And get the initials. Ian Devin Oakman, IDO. It spells I do.
Clever.
This kid is not going to drift like me. He'll have an I do attitude.
I do, huh? Useful if he's going to have multiple marriages.
You know what I mean. I do. I take charge. I take responsibility. I'm proud of my dad.
First time I ever heard you say that.
Not my dad was a piece of shit.
I mean, he had issues, but I wouldn't say that.
Oh, it's worthless piece of shit. That's not me. My kid will respect me.
You're not your dad.
I was. I didn't have any ambition. Just interested in getting drunk. Poor dad had a choice. He had something. He chose to piss it away. He had mom, left her, had the motel, bye-bye. I never had anything. Only job I was qualified for was the Army, and fuck that. But Dev, you gave me something. You knew what I could do. I don't want to fuck that up.
You would have found yourselves.
Not without you, but I know what I want to do. I'm done with payday loans with stock scams. I can't be a slumlord anymore. I know I'm a crook. A legal crook, but a crook.
Finally.
My son won't respect a legal crook.
Kyle, that's what I've wanted to hear all along. It might take more work, but the choice is always yours. We can think about what you really
I already
want.
know what I want to do. I know. I don't need you for that. I need you for capital.
But I thought,
We're setting up a shell company in the Bahamas. The apartments go there, as does the loan company. I was half owner and brokerage, so we're splitting it into legit and scam. They keep the scam. Legit stays in my name.
sounds like you already have plenty of money.
Not for what I want to do.
And what is that?
Congress.
Congress what?
Run for Congress.
Seriously?
I got a good shot.
The United States Congress.
Yes. There's a special election for an open seat coming up. Low turnout expected.
You in Congress.
Why can't I be a congressman?
Plus, you're
A successful businessman.
okay, sure, a successful businessman. Still,
Still
you're really young.
yeah, I'm energetic and successful and smart.
You're successful. Did you even know anything about Congress?
It's kind of insulting, Dev.
Enlighten me then.
If you get a shit ton of money, you can run for Congress. The only qualifications are getting on the ballot and getting more votes than anyone else.
Quite the astute analysis.
Let's get back to the shit ton of money and my stock list.
No.
Hey, I thought you'd be happy. Congressman, that's a respectable job.
What does
Why
a
are you
congressman
crapping on it?
do?
Make
Make laws.
laws.
What laws do you want to make?
The laws that make me rich. That's the laws I want.
I thought so. So what makes you think you can get elected anyway?
Successful businessman, successful salesman, special election, low turnout, more votes than the other guy. That's all and I need a shit ton of money.
Yeah, always with the shortcuts. Whose idea was this?
Mine,
Really?
100%.
Really?
Charlene mentioned it first, but
Charlene?
yeah, my wife, Charlene, the mother of. Hey, let me show you a picture of Ian.
Is that my mom with him?
Oh, you mean Ian's godmother?
Oh,
You mean the super with the free apartment gallery?
super. Mom's an apartment super.
You mean Betty Eisler, the woman in my first campaign ad?
No.
My campaign story is heart-tugging. Story about how I pulled myself out of poverty by my bootstraps. Story about how my best friend died tragically young, probably from the toxic chemicals in Midland. A story about saving the impoverished, homeless mother of my best friend. That's me, a compassionate businessman working for you as your congressman.
Absolutely not.
She sheds genuine tears when she talks about how he died and how I rescued her. Betty's a natural for TV. I might make her my spokesman.
Don't do this.
Are you peering into my future right now?
No, I'm objecting on principle.
Well, don't. I need stock information.
Bad.
Not
I'm
judgment.
judging right now.
All right, then let me judge you. Did you stay in Midland because of me?
What?
Your mom said you got into University of Texas, Texas State, and Texas A&M, and instead you went to Midland. Why? You're better than Midland. Was it because of me? Did you give up your future because of me?
I don't make friends easily.
You don't, but still, you should have left Midland.
I was going to, but
See, you have your life. You had, and you made mistakes. Let me make my own mistakes. Maybe running for Congress is the stupidest thing I'll ever do, but I'm going for it. It's my life. It's my choice.
I won't stop you.
Good.
I'm also not gonna help either.
Why the fuck not? I'm gonna make some real change. I'm gonna make some real money. Why won't you help?
Because it feels wrong.
You know what feels wrong to Charlene? Giving Betty a free apartment and a salary that's way more than a building superintendent should get.
Is that a threat?
You betcha it's a threat. I tried reasoning. I tried being nice. Now I'm threatening.
Don't you dare.
Or what? Or what? I've got the leverage. You have nothing.
I have powers to, you know.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Threaten all you want, but I finally figured it out. You can't touch me, and I can hurt you. It's the last thing I want to do, but it's on the list. If I don't get cash from you, I'll fire and evict your mom. You want to talk choices? You have a choice. We have 5 minutes left before you disappear into the phantom zone. Tell me what I want to know, and I'll see you next year. Don't. And your mom is out on the street tomorrow. 4 minutes. I like Betty, I really do, but she's turning into a stop sign for me. And I won't come back ever.
All right.
Unless
All right. All right. You win.
no, we win. We both win. I'll get a post office named after you. That'll be great, right? Right? Dev, got no hard feelings, right? Ah, whatever. Sulk all you want, but stop fucking around and give me what I want now.
End of scene.
Oh. What a turn! Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful screenshot. Someone should take that for like the like when you like put the post up, it'll just be
Great work, great job, Philip. Good job, actors. Amazing! Let's bring up our next writer, Maria Isabella Rojas.
Hi. Hi. Oh, that was pretty suspenseful. Yes. Yeah. My piece is like you mentioned earlier, a lot of words on a page that I'm trying to make sense of. Maybe they are in order, maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But I just, I have Eric Mead reading my counterpart, and I will be reading his counter to his part. And and Paul, the stage direction, human lovely Paul, he's reading as my acting teacher in this as well. So Yeah, it should be great. It should be great. And that's all I have to say. I have nothing
Oh, yeah,
else. to
awesome. Well, let's
say.
bring it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Lucy and Marlin by Maria Isabel Rojas. Interior, Marlin's apartment. Early morning. We're in Marlin's apartment. 2 a.m. Marlin's living room. Lucy is now taking a tour of Marlin's apartment. Anxiously, Marlin begins to hide anything personal Lucy can examine.
Oh. Ooh, were you bullied as a kid?
Why?
Never.
No.
Lucy looking at the super embarrassing childhood photo of Marlin, who quickly yanks the photo away.
No.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Of course.
Why are you laughing?
I'm so sorry.
I'm sure even you had an awkward face.
No.
You sure?
Okay, I'll let you in on my little secrets if you pour me some more wine.
Lucy begins to raid Marlin's kitchen, looking for something, anything strong.
Hey.
Lucy slaps Marlin's hand away and falls onto this stiff and sterile sofa, throwing back a bottle of wine. Marlin runs and grabs 2 wine glasses.
When was the last time you went out?
I hardly go out. I work here. I live here. I only go out for food and toilet paper.
I'm comfortable with hiding out at home too. How long have you been on dating apps?
What? I'm not.
Oh, I'm tired of fucking dating apps. I keep downloading and then deleting all these dating apps, and the same guys just like cross-pollinate from one app to the other. And I think to myself, maybe I should use a different app. Maybe my odds might be different on Bumble from Tinder, and it's 1 a.m. and I'm filling out another dating profile and even taking people's advice on adding photos that don't show too much skin, aka like no thirst traps, and still no luck. And I think I'm going to fuck my acting teacher. Yeah, wait, and hear me out. He's not really my teacher. I don't think an acting teacher counts as someone who might have like complete and utter authority over me. Like, he just teaches me how to say some words convincingly in front of an audience and just be like hella vulnerable. And maybe every now and then he asks me some personal questions about my childhood and family trauma, but that's on me if I tell him my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, I can totally lie and make shit up. And you would think, being an actress, I would do just that, fucking lie in the real world. But somehow I just can't. I just end up breaking into tears and telling him everything about me, like the real me. But then, hey, that gets me into the moment and I totally trust him and I release myself into reality. And yeah, it's fucking weird now that I say it all out loud. Ugh, shit.
Marlin checks the time.
Why are you here?
Ooh, I want to repay you. How much?
1,200.
¿Cómo?
It was an antique.
And then why was it there?
It was her favorite. I'm not doing this. That's the price.
Okay, I can get it.
When?
Soon. Like, can we meet again?
When can you have my money?
Yeah, how's next week?
Fine. Wow. Look at the time. You know, I'm usually asleep by now and have my lines memorized for an audition tomorrow.
Oh. Living in New Jersey really sucks sometimes. Like, wake up early, leave my house 2 hours before, and like deal with the illustrious New Jersey Port Authority system. Huh. Have you ever been waiting at Port Authority, like bus terminal, the 42nd Street at like 3 a.m.?
No?
Claiming your spot in line without looking anyone in the eye, with someone that is like staring at you for too long. Someone who like either wants to like fuck you or like fuck you.
You should stay here.
No, honestly, if I head out now, I'll get there in time, kind of, and more like 4 hours before the buses start running again for the morning commute at like 6 a.m.
Stay.
You sure?
I don't want you to go back.
Lucy leans in to kiss Marlon, and he rejects it.
Oh, just come on.
What?
Just, fuck me.
What are you getting out of this?
What?
This isn't about shame. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just diagnosing your problem. I mean,
No, you were right the first time. I'm a big fucking problem.
I'm just wondering what you're getting out of this. You're getting something.
Not getting shit tonight, clearly.
Lucy goes to grab her things.
No, why won't you let me in?
There's nothing here.
Liar.
I'm not the liar.
No, you're just a total asshole.
Lucy storms out. End of scene. Exterior. New York City bar. Later. Lucy walks up to the bar, deciding whether to go in. Starts checking her phone when her acting teacher comes out to make a phone call.
Hi.
Oh, I thought you were busy tonight.
Change of plans. I already ordered one.
Cut to interior acting teacher's apartment. Morning. Lucy is waking up next to her acting teacher and regretting everything that happened that last night. Lucy starts to creep out of the bed. Lucy, are you heading to Port Authority?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Be safe.
Thanks.
Lucy stumbles out in dismay. End of scene. Interior laundromat, day. Lucy is grabbing her clothes out of the washer when she notices Marlon enter. Marlon notices her and turns around and walks out. Lucy runs after him.
Marlon, don't leave.
Oh. Hi, it looked like there are enough machines open.
You can use mine. I'm almost done.
Look, Lucy, what do you want with me?
I just want to talk and maybe come to an agreement. I owe you that much.
All right. You do my favorite washer.
Number 4?
Yep, the best one. First it's 4, then 11, then 8.
Wow. Thanks for letting me in on the official Marlon ranking at Loads of Laundry. I feel honored.
Marlon starts putting his clothes into the washer. Lucy sits watching the TV above.
TCM. I asked him to change the channel, but the guy said if I have to do it for you, I'd have to change it for everyone.
Right.
I know he's right, but I'm so bored. There's something about like black and whites. I just check out. Anything past the 80s, I'm out.
What do we have here? Looks like 1947's Life with Father.
You know this movie?
My mom fucking loved watching all those old black and white films. I really think she believed actors are some kind of supreme beings, perfect creatures that were born to be on the big screen.
Which was just a big bag of lies. They were all flawed and more fucked up than any normal person.
My dad was an asshole to my mom. She always dreamed of being romanced by some tall, sophisticated white guy in these movies. Her favorite was Gary Cooper.
Is that him?
What? No, no, that's William Powell.
Sorry, they all look alike to me.
Hollywood was, or still is, good at creating a myth, a legend behind the actors.
Actors are some weird people.
People are weird.
Yeah. Have you ever wished like you looked different, like you could change anything about yourself?
Maybe. Sometimes.
As a kid, I'd ask like, why did I come out this way? Just please, I must be adopted.
When I was young, my only wish was to be nothing like my mother. Watching old films like these was the only American thing she would do. I was constantly embarrassed by her. I would see all these white moms on TV, like Leave It to Beaver, Carol Brady, living these perfect lives.
That were complete bullshit. After spending hours working at a factory, my mom would come home to 4 kids and not one bill paid. And once my father used up all the money she saved for heat so that he could go drinking. And we were freezing in the house. And that night, my brother started a fire in his trash bin just to warm up. He almost died of smoke inhalation.
Can I tell you a secret? I believe in reincarnation.
Like coming back as dogs or rats.
Have you ever had a dog shit on you?
What? No, have you?
When I was 8, my mom took me to the North Shore Animal League and I got to pick up my first dog.
Oh, what kind?
Allie was a mutt.
Best kind.
And I was so happy to take her home and play with her and love her unconditionally. I even let her sleep with me in my bed that night. And in the middle of the night, I feel this warm, smelly thing on my bare arm. You know what it was? I was awoken by a heaping pile of hot shit all over me in my bed. My first instinct was to yell at her, you know, how dare she? But then I saw it, scared, curled into herself. I did nothing. Well, cleaned shit up, obviously, but that nothing to Allie. That's what unconditional love is.
End of excerpt.
Great work. So intriguing.
Thanks to all my actors.
Good job, everyone.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Stuff. Chat away. The applause are coming. Next up, we have first time at our volume, Avery. Hey, Avery.
Hello, how's it going?
Great. Welcome to a volume coming straight from our Faces of America Faces of America book. What are you bringing in? Even though I know because you come to play dates, so I kind of know. But tell us what you're bringing in.
Tonight we're working on COVID-NATO, and COVID-NATO is a play that takes place in a boarding school in rural America during the height of the pandemic, and also there's a tornado. The scene we're doing tonight takes place right after Emily, the teaching intern, our hero, rips down a gendered dorm sign in an attempt to show solidarity with one of the students. And trigger warnings include allusions to school shootings, loss of life during COVID, and the American political climate surrounding 2020 elections. So if anyone wants to tune out for this one, I understand.
Stay, it's good writing. And do we want to introduce them to introduce themselves, or do you want to introduce your actors?
I'm going to put them on the spot because there's a lot of them. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll duck out. Thank you.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Deletris, they, them pronouns. I'll be playing Jessica.
Hi, my name's Bug, he, they pronouns. I'll be reading Nat. This is Scarlett. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mia, they, them pronouns. I'll be reading for Emily.
Hi, my name is Catherine Overfelt. I'll be reading Mrs. Bird, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I am the stage reader and Amber.
And I'm Maria, and I'll be reading for Skylar.
"9:01 a.m. the day after. Emily is racked with nerves before the morning meeting. Charlotte isn't here. Mrs. Bird is late. She has to know, right? The thunder and lightning have let up for now, but it's rainy and dark outside. Mrs. Bird enters, surprisingly chipper, or maybe it's passive aggression. Emily can't tell. Either way, there is cause for concern.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, before we get started, I'd just like to say that
We'll talk about it later.
about the,
Later.
okay. Is there something else?
Oh, there's a tornado watch tonight. In the event we need to shelter, I'm assigning you to cover the dorm.
As in,
Charlotte and I are not available, so in the event that the alarms go off, you will be in charge of making sure everyone gets to the designated shelter location.
well, wait, I didn't know anything about this. I haven't been trained.
Just take them to the storage room and stay there until you get the all clear text. Take attendance, text me that everyone is in there. Okay?
What about Amber? And we don't know if Skylar is positive yet. If we're all packed in that tiny room, won't everyone get COVID?
You can just stick Amber in the closet and make sure Skylar wears a mask.
That room is tiny. Won't everyone get COVID?
This is the safety protocol in place, and you need to follow it. You don't have a choice.
Mrs. Bird, this just seems like there's not been much thought put behind it. What if someone is immunocompromised and gets really, really sick? Like, I haven't had COVID before. I don't know how my body might react to.
Well, you knew the risks when you took the job.
I don't think I did.
Hmm.
So you're okay with me getting sick and students, some of whom you don't have anyone else in the country to care for them getting sick, but you and Charlotte and your family.
Please, you are an essential worker. You signed up for this.
Jessica's about to enter when she realizes she shouldn't. She hovers in the doorway and neither of the teachers notice her.
I signed up to be a teacher and a mother and a mentor and a caregiver. I didn't sign up to get COVID. I didn't volunteer to get sick. You hired me to teach.
Mrs. Bird looks at Emily like she's the stupidest person in the world.
Oh, you hired me to take the bullet.
Emily.
Since the moment I got here, I've spent every second trying to prove my worth to you. Yes, I made a mistake by taking down the sign, but aside from that, I have been here working overtime, distributing meals and meds and textbooks. I'm taking temperatures twice a day and making up lessons plans for subject matters I've never even heard of. I'm teaching myself a full course load just so that I can teach them. I'm teaching myself to put grades in because no one can spare 5 minutes to show me how to use the fucking portal. I skipped my makeup college graduation in order to attend their awards night. I take everyone's night shifts. I've worked 18 nights in a row, and I get paid less than everyone else here. And it doesn't even matter because I'm still not worth anything to you. Not even basic human decency.
Emily, I was hoping to have this conversation tomorrow, but we will be parting ways after your shift this evening. We can go over logistics at a later time, but
What if I say no?
excuse me?
What if I don't shelter with them? Who's gonna do it? You? No, not you. Because you know this is fucked up. And you're trying to protect yourself while coming after me for doing the same fucking thing. The only difference between you and I is that I am also trying to protect her students. And I don't get how you can become an educator and a mother and not feel the same way.
I would imagine it's probably in your best interest to shelter, given that you live here and that we're allowing you to live here one more night so that you're not subjected to the storm. I would imagine it's probably in your best interest.
Mrs. Bird starts to leave. Jessica ducks out of her sight.
Text me when everyone is in the shelter.
She exits. This is where things get epic. Energetic music kicks up. Through the thunder and lightning, there's a montage of Emily and the students preparing for war. Emily hurriedly packs bags of supplies that may be needed to wait out the storm. Snacks, pillows, blankets, antibacterial wipes, phone charger, maybe even the freaking puzzle. Amidst of all this, a tornado of media sweeps the stage. AOC slams Ted Yoho, students walk out in protest, teachers share videos of their destroyed classrooms. Emily surveys the damage and a tornado warning sounds. Emily and the students rush to take cover in the storage room. There's a closet door with large slits in it that shuts as the lights come up.
Okay, is everyone here? Jessica, Skylar, Nat, Amber's in the closet. 5. There's supposed to be 5. Who's missing?
Who's the 5th person?
Jessica, Skylar, Nat, Amber. Guys, there's supposed to be 5 people in this closet. Who is missing?
Did you count yourself?
5.
She slides down the wall next to the student. Skylar coughs. She puts a mask on. The others follow.
Skylar, would you mind facing that way so that the flow of air is disrupted in case you are positive?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Castle, what if Amber and Skylar's breath ricochets off the walls and infects us? If I get sick, my vocal cords may not recover in time for me to perform next month.
We're all going to do our best to stay safe.
Mrs. Castle,
Yes, Amber.
I'm hungry. Did you bring snacks?
I did. Let me see what I have.
But if you open the door, all of her COVID germs will get out.
Amber, I have some Twizzlers. I'm going to feed them through the slit in the door, okay?
Thank you. And thus begins the process of Emily feeding Amber Twizzlers through the slit in the door.
Cannot fucking stand her.
Shut up, Nat. Can't you see she's trying?
Did you eat one too many Tide Pods, Jessica?
You're being mean.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Nat. Like, seriously.
Are you gonna say anything?
You're an idiot.
Emily hides her head in her hands. She is beyond depleted.
Yeah. Obviously, when Jessica says something mean to me, you're gonna let it slide.
You're an idiot, Nat. Miss Castle lost her job because of you.
Wait, what?
Jessica, sit down, please.
You're an idiot.
Okay, Jessica, let's cool it. Okay. Today is my last day, yes, but I did not lose my job because of Nat. It was my actions, and I knew what I was doing, okay? It's all on me.
What did you do?
She took down the sign.
That was you?
How did she even do that?
With her bare hand, she ripped it off in the storm.
Oh my God.
That's metal.
It was stupid. Don't vandalize school property. That's not the way to fix things.
Sounds stupid.
She did it because she didn't want you to have to live in a gendered dorm. She did it for you.
Everyone is looking at Nat, who is violently uncomfortable with the thought that a teacher might care about them.
Do you want an award?
I want you to feel like you're a person, not a grievance, not worthless. All of you. If there's only one thing I can teach you, it's that you're worthy of care and concern and love and God, I'm a fucking mess. I want you to feel like you matter as much as any person does. And I understand why you're not there yet. But maybe when you get to that point, you can treat others like they matter too. I want you to be there for each other when the people who are supposed to be there for you are not. I want you to have a family and people who make you feel safe. That's what I want. That's all I want.
These kids have never, ever seen a teacher cry before. Jessica hands Emily the box of tissues she had packed for the students.
The school doesn't care if I die.
What?
They don't care. I was in the hospital all summer, and Mr. Post convinced my parents that it would be better for me to come back here. But I'm crying every night. I haven't been to math in weeks, and I hid my medication in my room. When they found it, all I had to do was fill out a worksheet. No one cares.
I care. Why didn't you tell me?
Because you've got your own stuff going on. I don't want to be a burden.
I don't think you're a burden.
Nat thinks I'm a burden.
I do not. I think you're annoying sometimes.
None of you are a burden. And if you would just talk to each other sometimes, I think you would realize that you're not alone either.
Hey, Nat, promise you won't get mad.
Okay.
I let Leslie and Ava into the dorm so they could paint your door. They said they wanted to play a prank, and I didn't know they were going to write that. But I pretend like I didn't know what happened when I did. I'm sorry. Nat, are you mad? You said you wouldn't be mad. I'm really sorry.
Nat looks mad.
I'm not. Whatever. It's whatever.
It's okay, Nat. You're allowed to be angry. What they did is really messed up.
And Leslie and Ava are jackasses. If it helps, there's a scene in Oliver where I have to murder someone, and I always pretend it's one of them.
That does help. Thank you.
Emily's phone beeps.
That's the all clear text. You can go back to your rooms now.
Will we see you before you leave?
I don't know. I don't know if they'll allow that.
My dad donates a lot of money, Mrs. Castle. Maybe he can get you unfired.
That is very kind. But I think it's okay, guys. I think maybe my time here is meant to be done. I can't wait to see where we all go from here. You know, it's going to be great.
Can we call you if we need something?
Of course.
And you'll come to graduation?
Unless there's a restraining order, I'll be there. Let's go back to bed, though. I don't want anyone exposed to anything longer than we have to be.
Nat and Skylar file out. Jessica hugs Emily.
You're the best teacher I ever had.
And you're the smartest actor I've ever worked with.
Lights out. Play continues.
Actors, come take a bow. Great work. Come back, Avery. Take a bow. Great stuff. The tension. We felt it. We felt the NATO part. It was awesome. Great work, everybody. Great work, all actors and writers from part one. Everybody come back. It's part time for our intermission dance party. I will play in honor of the great. Y'all know it when you hear it.
If there's a war on, don't bring me the news. Ask me to bullfights and I must refuse. But if you want to get my attention, let's make love. If there's an earthquake, I will not attend.
Or tornado.
If there's a plague, don't invite me, my friend. But if you want to keep me looking in your direction, let's make love. It's like giving to the
We'll slow it up. Good job. R.I.P. Miss Rivera. But thank y'all. Make noise, unmute yourselves, make noise for our first round of actors and writers.
Yes.
Thank you all for those of you that are watching on YouTube. This is the time of the evening where we do a couple of announcements of some upcoming things. For those of you that need some accountability in your life of getting something done, every Tuesday at noon and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have virtual playdates, which is a 1 hour of accountability. We have the amazing David Cece running our day one, and Orlando Rodriguez runs our evening one. And it can be everything from writing the next 15 minutes of your work that you presented tonight, or darning your socks, folding your laundry, whatever you need. If you need an accountability, we started these back in 2018. We brought them back during 2020 virtually, and they've been pretty much going ever since. And it's a great way of getting a community to force you to do some stuff that sometimes are hard to do on your own. So join us for those. Other thing, next Sunday at 6 o'clock, we have our Drop and Give Me 10 number 23, which the theme Unhappy Valentines. And what that is we're 8 writers right now are writing the first 10 minutes of a new play for actors right now. We do need some stage directions readers if you want to sign up for that. But you can watch them. It's a fundraiser. We like to try to raise money by presenting this work. It's one night only. It's not recorded. You can only watch it once, so feel free to sign up for that. And last but not least, for those of you that know, we have a writing class that we teach every couple times a year, taught by the amazing David Davila. It's our Voices of America Writers Workshop. Our 12th session is about to start. Sign up is right now. The session is from, I wrote it down, March 19th to May 21st. It's an 10-week session. 10-week session. I think it's 10 weeks, 8 weeks. It's a bunch of weeks and it's for writers who, not necessarily even writers, it's for artists who haven't really thought themselves as writers before, but want to start to do more writing. Please check it out. You can put the application in right now. And that being said, that's all the announcements I have. Also, if you happen to go on Venmo and type in the PGE and happen to donate $1 million, we will gladly accept it. We are a nonprofit theater organization, and all of your funds help us to do stuff that are cool. So that being said, yay! All of the announcements are done. Let's bring our next writer up. I'm gonna ask Felicia.
Hey, Mike,
to stay with
sorry,
me.
can I ask a quick question? You said volumes is the messy stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my cast, I'm gonna send you version 3, and it's gonna be great.
Oh Lord, okay. He was doing rewrites in other people's scenes. Oh Lord, I'm scared. Thank God we put him last.
Oh, would never.
So we have Felicia up here as her first time presenting. Yay, Felicia.
Yay me. I'm very excited.
You're Brooklyn, yes?
No, I just moved to Jersey.
Oh,
so
you
the
did?
Port Authority dialogue was really resonating.
So you're a Jersey girl now.
Jersey girl, yeah.
And FYI, for those of you that are watching, Felicia was an actor in a scene recently and was like, how do I become more involved as a writer? And we're like, well, put you on the wait list. And here you are, presenting.
Here I am.
this.
Thank you. No, I
love
appreciate it. I'm so excited.
So tell me a little bit, what are we hearing tonight? What's the jam?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of plays that started from a place of trauma. So I grew up with an absent father. My parents got divorced when I was young, and he was in and out of my life. And I started meeting more people with absent fathers. And I was having a conversation in college with a friend who had an absent father, and I was like, "This is a play." And so tonight is a play. And it's just about four, I don't want to give away too much, but it's four friends who come together to talk about having absent fathers. Perhaps that's all I'll say.
Awesome. And do
Right,
you
yeah.
want to introduce your actors, or do you want to have them introduce themselves?
Introduce themselves. Yeah.
Love it. And
I
there are a
think-
bunch of newbies
Yeah, a
tonight.
bunch of newbies. We're bringing in the newbies. And as they're coming on, I'll say in terms of content, like absent fathers are discussed and homophobia, but also like non-binary, trans identity. So in case anything in that world's, sensitive to, then I warn of that. But we'll start with Jamichael, who is the playwright. I read his screenplay scene in December. So we'll kick it off with Jamichael.
And she was fantastic. Hello, I am Jamichael, and I will be playing Derek.
Monica, you go next.
Hi, I'm Monica, tuning in from Nebraska. I'll be playing Jules.
And Allie?
Hello, my name is Allie Mims, and I'll be playing Cece.
And Nico.
Hello, I'm Nico Barenko. I'll be playing Marcus.
Thanks, everyone. Have fun.
Happy Father's Day, written by Felicia Fitzpatrick. Interior, Jules' house, living room. My Girl by the Temptations plays as the lights come on. Jules, a 28-year-old biracial black and white woman, she, her, is dancing around her living room as she sets a platter of food on her coffee table along with 4 party hats, 4 cups, and a large baton decorated with metallic wrapping paper. She unfurls a large sign that says Anti-Father's Day Extravaganza and hangs it up on the wall. Jules sings along.
You're muted.
Monica, you're
you're
muted.
muted. But you better sing, girl. They need to hear the vocals.
Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way.
There's a quick knock on the door before the door opens to reveal Cece, a 26-year-old biracial black and white non-binary person, they, them. They walk in with the familiarity of the place. They've been here plenty of times before.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
You're already listening to My Girl?
Jules still doesn't stop her work at the coffee table.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right, okay, sure you don't. It's only your dad's favorite Temptation song that he used to sing to you.
Make yourself useful and help me bring in the bottles of Prosecco from the kitchen.
Cece and Jules exit through the kitchen door and return with 6 bottles of Prosecco.
6 bottles? You really think we're gonna need this much?
I figured there's 4 people coming, so we're starting at -4 dads, cross multiply by an average of 28 years of said absent fathers, carry the 1, add in some trauma, and it came out to 6 bottles of Prosecco. It was a complicated formula.
Whatever you say, sis.
Cece, eyeing the baton, picks it up from the coffee table.
And what the hell is this?
That is a safe space stick.
A what?
A safe space stick. We had one at the theater camp I worked at last year. You hold it when you need to say something and don't want to be judged. It helped with the more emotionally avoidant people.
That has got to be the most theater kid shit I've ever heard. But how are you doing today? Really?
Before Jules has a chance to answer, there's a knock on the door. Jules excitedly walks over to the door and opens it. Marcus, a 27-year-old biracial black and Latino man, he, him, and Derek, a A 28-year-old black man, he, him, stand at the door.
Welcome to the first ever anti-Father's Day extravaganza.
Marcus and Derek laugh as they walk in.
Nico,
You're so corny.
You know what? I'm here for a little corniness. A very merry on Father's Day to you, Miss Jules.
Thank you, Derek. I see you met my college friend Marcus on the way in.
Yes, I did.
you invited Marcus.
Good to see you too, Cece.
Cece gives Marcus a sarcastic smirk. Clearly, there is some sort of history and tension there.
Oh, and this must be the famous CC. I've seen so many photos of you and Jules on Jules' Instagram. I feel like I know you already. My favorites are the cute throwback posts of y'all two in elementary school. What's the phrase that you always put?
Besties for the resties.
No need to put it to the testes. It was a lot cuter when we were 7.
Excuse me, it's still cute now.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, Miss CC.
Derek goes in for a hug. Cece stands still, awkward.
Was that too much? We theater kids tend to hug.
No, I go by they, them pronouns.
Oops! I'm so sorry. I bury here for the girls, the gays, and the theys. I'll make an exception for you, Mr. Marcus.
Thank you. I think I'm not too familiar with all that kind of stuff.
Of course, the straight cis man is unfamiliar with all that kind of stuff because you don't have to be familiar with it.
Hey, okay, I never said I was against it, just that I was unfamiliar with it.
Okay, this feels like a good time for me to introduce the safe space stick. You hold this anytime you want to say something and not be judged, because this will be a safe space for everyone.
She looks at Cece and Marcus.
Right, you two?
They both nod. Cece grabs the safe space stick.
Well, I just want to safely say that I don't want to have to spend my day explaining myself and my identity to any clueless cis male jocks who don't bother to learn about life outside of basketball.
Cece!
What? I'm holding the stick, aren't I? I'm immune.
Marcus snatches the stick out of Cece's hand.
Well, I'd like to just safely say that I find it offensive when people who don't like to be stereotyped stereotype others.
Okay, you two. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap twice if you can hear me.
What in the theater kid hell was that?
The classic theater camp technique to get kids to listen.
Right, you're a theater kid too. You two met at a theater gig, right?
Yeah, we met just last year when I was in a play at Seattle Rep called River City. Jules was the dramaturg and we clicked instantly.
Yes, we did. And something I love about Derek is that he leads with an open heart. He meets people where they're at.
Oh, thanks, hon.
I'm serious. I think we can all take a cue from you today. I know we all have our differences, but I think that makes the fabric of this day even stronger. So, like, can we channel that PBS Kids show, Arthur?
And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. I love that show growing up.
Exactly. Where we can learn to work and play and get along with each other. That's the energy I'm hoping for today.
So I am curious, what all will be involved today? Your invitation was very mysterious.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Derek. Make yourselves comfortable and I'll go over the itinerary.
Itinerary?
Cece and Marcus take a moment to begrudgingly share an amused look with each other.
Relax. It's nothing crazy. I just put together some activities for us to do together.
Oh my God, I can't believe I let you talk me into this. Did I unknowingly sign up for a therapy session?
No, you signed up for the inaugural Anti-Father's Day extravaganza. Congratulations. You three have been selected to be a part of a very special collective.
Then why does this sound like we're getting initiated into the Yaya Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
All four of us grew up with absent fathers, so I thought it'd be nice to spend the day together.
Are we going to go through hazing, prick our fingers, and become blood brothers or something?
Sadly, you'll have to settle for matching party hats, Marcus. Sorry to disappoint.
And can we crack open one of these bottles at least? I have a feeling I'm going to need it.
Look, I think we can all agree that Father's Day is lonely as hell when you don't have a dad to celebrate. People who hate Valentine's Day throw fuck Valentine's Day parties, so why can't we throw a fuck Father's Day party?
Sisterhood of the Absent Fathers.
Well, whatever this is about to be, and however theater teacher you get, Juju, I will say it is better than sitting at home scrolling through all the gee whiz, golly golly, my dad sure is the best posts on Instagram.
Exactly. Now, do we want to start with bingo or a craft?
Bingo! My granny used to be the champ of the Tallahassee Community Center Bingo Club. Hopefully some of her luck will rub off on me.
Jules passes out 4 pieces of paper and 4 pens, then moves to the back of her living room and puts on a sparkly, sequined blazer and wheels out a bingo ball spinner. She turns around with a fake microphone in her hand.
Welcome to Absent Father Bingo!
Cece and Marcus both roll their eyes, but laugh.
The idea is to learn more about each other through which bingo spaces we have in common. First up is B5. Cece, can you read it aloud?
Yeah, you have something in common with your dad.
Besides DNA?
Yes, Marcus, like a hobby or an interest or something.
Everyone but Derek marks down their paper.
Even though he is an absolutely shit dad in person, I do owe my love of basketball to him.
You didn't mark yours, Derek.
No, my daddy and I never had anything in common. He was into all those machi, manly man things. And then here I come, being my artistic, theatrical self, and he did not know how to handle it. Actually, I remember one Father's Day, he wanted to go to a monster truck show, and he came over to pick me up, but I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay in garden with my mama. He called me a pansy and said I would end up sleeping with other pansies.
Jesus.
But you see, we were planting nice little pansies in the garden, so I just assumed he meant I would sleep in the garden. I was maybe 5 or 6. At that age, I didn't know what he was talking about. I just knew how damn adorable I looked in my gardening hat. But it turns out he was right. I'm gay.
I debated telling my dad when I started dating my girlfriend. Like, I hadn't needed his approval for anything up until that point, so why start now?
Now that I'm thinking about it, did I even come out to my dad as a lesbian?
No, I don't think so.
But I did say something about being non-binary.
Well, he saw the photo of your liberatory short haircut on Facebook and asked about it, right?
Yeah, and I tried to explain, but he could not wrap his mind around they, them pronouns. Kind of like you, Marcus. I have been thinking about calling him soon since I'm going to be starting my ketosis.
Marcus grabs the safe space stick.
Ketosis?
Testosterone.
And I haven't even told you this yet, Jules, but I've been thinking about changing my first name to Spencer, like his last name.
Oh, wow.
But then wouldn't like your full name just be Spencer Spencer?
No, my mom gave me her last name.
I'm surprised you wouldn't want anything associated with your dad if he hasn't been around. Or are you closer than I'm realizing?
We've had our moments, like as far as us having things in common too. My dad and I love tattoos. freshman year of college. I hadn't gotten any tattoos yet, and he and I were on the phone, and I told him about this dream catcher tattoo I wanted to get on my right bicep. And he told me that he and my half brother have dream catcher tattoos too. I had no idea.
That does feel cosmically linked, genetically linked, something.
And he said he would draw and ink it for me, and he'd let me know when he designed it. My mom was not excited about the idea, but I was like, how could she say no when once in my life my dad was actually making something just for me?
So let's see it.
Cece rolls up their sleeve. Their right bicep is blank.
It hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'm kidding myself by still waiting, but I want to leave that space for him in case it ever does.
Into the same. Thank you so much, actors.
Wonderful.
So much love in the chat. So much love for Arthur and Gay and all that stuff in the chat.
You gotta have
thing.
Arthur whenever you can.
One day I'll tell you my Arthur connection back in the day. But yay, great work, good job,
Thanks,
actors.
y'all.
We hope that you don't don't let this be the last time we see you. You were amazing, brilliant work. And let's bring our next writer up, Steven. Hey, Steve. Welcome, another first-time writer here. And where are you located?
Orange, Massachusetts.
Orange, Massachusetts. Yay. And tell us a little bit about the work we're going to see tonight.
So it's the first 20 some odd pages of a what starts off as a noises off style enter exit kind of farce. But it's accompanied by there's a scream that starts it and just goes throughout, kind of a thing, because this is also my reaction to the world being on fire. As such, content warnings, let's see, misgendering, references to police violence and the military-industrial complex. I think that should be about it for that. But it's only lightly referred to for what that's worth.
Awesome. And do you want to introduce your actors or have them introduce themselves?
I would love to have them introduce themselves. They're awesome, but there are a lot of them.
Yes, I love it. Actors, come on and introduce yourselves. Ta-da, magic.
Hey, maybe we should go in order of appearance, maybe? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Brandon M. Weber, and I play the concierge.
I'm Kirsten, and I play wife.
Chris Rothbauer, I play the husband.
David Michael Kirby, I'm the general.
Hi, I'm Rick Taylor Rivera, and I play police.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm reading Karen.
I am Laura Stisser, and I am stage reading. In the background, always there, screaming. For now, there's music, not obscuring the screaming as much as accompanying it. The set, or Zoom, is an absurd number of doors, more than could ever be architecturally sound. In the center, a hotel front desk with a phone, key card maker, and a computer staffed by a concierge.
Hate this shit.
They wince, then click around on the computer. The music fades, and the screaming remains, but they don't seem to notice.
Get paid enough to listen to that.
Phone rings, they answer.
Hello? Sorry. No. Sorry. No. Sorry. Goodbye.
They hang up. Husband enters, carrying wife into the threshold. They are dressed archetypically.
Isn't this romantic?
It's not bad.
Hello.
Aloha.
Right.
We'd like a room.
Sweet.
You didn't just come from a room.
Sweet. Honeymoon suite.
No, we need a room.
Sweet honeymoon suite, your best honeymoon suite.
Right. Yeah, sorry. I could have sworn I checked you in before.
Not into your best honeymoon suite, I hope.
No, I don't think. No dearth of a honeymoon suites. They're all the same.
Okay, we'll just find something better.
Oh well. Aloha.
What I meant to say is, or what I actually said was, no, we saved our best one just for you.
That's more like it.
How long will you be staying?
Can we rent by the hour?
No.
You owe me more than that anyway.
Yeah, that's not what my lawyer says.
It's 7,000 a night.
Not bad.
It's not?
Yeah, could be renting in Manhattan, am I right?
You are right.
We can do a week. See the sights, eat the food, get in the water, meet the people.
Maybe we should do 2.
You'll need a month if you really want to get to know us.
When you're right, and you are right.
Yes, I am. I'll get your cards ready.
What is that delightful music you've got going?
I've got nothing going.
Must be one of the local natives playing it really loud.
Playing what?
That wonderful sound. It's so
Beautiful.
visceral.
Tomato.
Oh, that?
Of course.
I don't know what that is. Just know I've gotten so used to it that it's kind of just there.
That's sad.
That's life.
Gets my blood flowing all over.
That's a level of detail. Here's your key card.
Shall we?
We shall.
And they're off, husband carrying wife through a threshold. They take in the screaming a bit more. The phone rings and they answer.
Hello? Yes. I don't know. No. Sorry? Yes. Sorry. No, I know I don't know. Yes. Goodbye.
General enters from a different door and marches to the desk.
Yes, sir?
You can call me General, young man.
Not a man.
Uncivility is unbecoming in a young woman.
Not a woman.
Look, whatever you are,
Good enough.
I need to know the specifications of these barracks.
Obama had nothing to do with this place.
I wouldn't have assumed.
Not that I know of, anyway.
Now listen, boy.
Not a boy.
Well, now listen, girlie.
Definitely not a girly.
Let me condescend to you.
You know, I don't know of a gender neutral way to do that, but apart from profanity, you know.
Of course.
I suppose you could say, look here, Mixie.
Oh, is that your preferred
What?
mix?
No,
Not that it matters.
of course not. There's always general insults.
Yes,
What?
general insults at your service.
Really?
I will have you know I come from a long line of insults.
A long line with very few branches, I wager.
You say that like it's a bad thing to keep the bloodline pure.
I certainly don't mourn for other bloodlines for your lack.
Some military men might be inclined to take that as a challenge.
Pause. The conversation has taken a sinister turn that the concierge is not anticipated. That has left them at a loss for words.
Now then, how many rooms do you have here?
A lot. Hard to say at any given point. 1,000 or so, minus the best honeymoon suite in a house or two.
Well, the troops will just have to make do.
General
Oh,
starts
wait.
marching off the other direction.
Wait.
Yes, fucker.
Right. You aren't going to ask
I got all the answers I needed.
the screaming?
They're screaming?
Yes.
More than usual?
How should I know?
There's always screaming.
There didn't used to be.
Didn't there? So long.
You need a key card.
Oh, not with my clearance, I don't.
General comes to the door and opens it for him.
Our doors on automatic.
They are for me.
He goes in and it shuts behind him. The screaming hits the concierge more. The phone rings. It doesn't process for a minute. Screaming, ringing, screaming and ringing. They come out of a daze and answer the phone.
Hello? Yes, sorry. No. Sorry? No, I couldn't hear you over the... No, sorry. Yes. Goodbye.
Police enters from another entirely different door.
Didn't I just see you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Suppose not then.
I got a call
Not from here.
about a derelict guest.
Oh, okay. We probably have a few of those, but I haven't done my rounds yet today, so it's been remarkably busy. Guests coming in and
But none leaving?
phone calls
Like the one I got.
from guests.
Like the derelict one.
Um,
Or ones
no, like the ones complaining about the screaming.
screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I suppose there is a little.
Dare I ask how much is a lot?
Well, it's hard to quantify, especially since they stopped making us put it in the paperwork.
So I can give you a call if and or when I need your help with a derelict guest.
Well, I can help you with your rounds.
I appreciate the offer, but a checkout reminder doesn't need a stop and frisk.
Everything could stand to be friskier.
And stoppier.
Always.
But that's my job, and I have to do my job because it's my job to do. You wouldn't like it if I were to a disadvantage a neighborhood or something.
Save me the trouble? By all means.
Bad example.
There'll always be others.
See, I'm taking hope from that, and I get the feeling that
You really shouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Tell you what, I'll take a room. You let me know when you need help with the derelicts.
Okay.
That's a good girl.
Not a girl.
Police storms off to another door, kicks it in and slams it behind. Pause. The phone rings. They go to pick it up and answer it when Karen enters from an entirely different door and walks up to the front desk with a passive-aggressive energy.
Oh, don't let me stop you.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Hello? Sorry. Goodbye.
Well, that was quick.
I made it quick. Other concerns?
No inconvenience on my account, I hope.
No, of course not. Their whole room is a bathroom now, but that's basically an upgrade, so it can wait.
Mazel tov for them.
Exactly. Now, what can I do for you?
I need a room.
That I can help with.
One that's not all bathroom.
We're fully booked on that. Into the foreseeable future. Everyone wants the Oceanside suite.
I thought all the suites were oceanside.
Not as beside the water as this one.
I suppose not.
Sorry, you're missing out.
I will just have to make do.
Yeah, so what brings you here?
Why do you ask?
I'm supposed to
Supposed to pry?
ask what brings you here.
Pretty prying.
Business or pleasure kind of thing?
Rather big brothery.
Just doing what the computer tells me to do.
Can you just skip it?
If I want to lose my job,
Can you just put in whatever?
I usually do, but
Why not now?
making conversation?
Prying.
Yeah, I'm regretting it now.
Corporations want to know everything about everyone.
They don't already?
They don't know if I'm here for business or pleasure.
Then tell me the wrong one and the computer won't know.
Just put in something.
But what if I put the right thing in, then it'll know more about you?
I don't care about what
But
they
you just
know
said.
as much as I do you and your computer wasting my time.
There. So,
Business.
business or business?
That's for me to know.
Fair again.
Can't see why it can't be both.
Depends on how much you're getting paid.
Enough to come here.
Is that an insult or a compliment?
Is that question also in your computer?
Not exactly.
I'm happy to support the working class.
It's so an insult.
Others have summer homes or do the whole Airbnb thing long enough to get legal rights to the residents, but not me.
Because you care about the working class.
Right. Someone has to pay you for all the bellboys
That's me.
and maintenance men
Also me.
and elevator operators.
That's you.
Oh no.
Yep.
They're so charming.
I can get you a complaint card.
Cards for complaining.
They're supposed to be multi-purpose, but tell that to our guests.
Like me.
No one's like you.
Damn right.
Here for business.
Right.
Let me get your key.
Thank you.
Just doing my job.
Just being courteous.
Thank you for the thank you.
You're welcome. And since I am so courteous, let's put me as far away from that oceanside suite as we can get.
Let me get your other key.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Was I next to it?
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear.
She goes through another entirely different door.
But you wonder it.
She turns back around.
Sorry.
I was just checking to see if you had any notes about the screaming.
Which screaming?
The screaming?
Your screaming?
No.
No, it's not from you, silly, but is it yours?
If it's not from me, then how would it be mine?
Well, it's certainly not mine.
I don't know who it is. I just know it's here.
Oh, well, nothing we can do about that.
Is there?
Better people than us have tried.
Have they?
That's what they're there for. And if they can't, what hope do we have?
I suppose that's a fair point.
And we have shit of our own to deal with.
Yeah.
Just discount my room and we're all good.
But if there's nothing I can do...
Nothing I can do about you not being able to do anything.
But it...
She exits. The phone rings and concierge answers.
Hello. No. 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 Goodbye.
End of scene.
Come back, everybody. Great work. Come back, Steven. Good stuff. Very nice. Very peculiar group of people there at this hotel. Great work. A great first outing here at the playground. I love it. Yay!
Thanks so much.
Let's bring on our last but not least writer for the evening, Thomas Dieter.
Yay, that was
Hey,
awesome.
Thomas.
Hey.
Welcome back. Long time no see.
Yay, it's been so nice. I was like, I'm gonna write something. Gonna write something.
Now, is this still part of your animated series that you've been working, or is this?
Yeah, this is the same group. It's a new episode of Rogue Company, which is an action adventure series following Blue, two characters named Blue and Green, who are hench people for hire. Basically, they just go around doing anything and somebody will pay them to do, and they're not particularly good people. And this is a new episode. The aesthetic is like hodgepodge, cheap maximalist plus jazz. And then it's just a new episode. It's self-contained.
Awesome. And so we don't need to know anything other than
No.
self-contained.
Well, come on in, introduce yourselves. We can just do it.
Actors, introduce yourselves.
Yay. Do we all have version 3?
Yes.
John too, right?
You introduce yourselves.
I can start. Hey y'all, my name is Elijah, and I will be reading for Green tonight.
I'm Matt. I'm reading for Blue.
I'm Maria Elena, pronouns she, her. I'm reading for Clara and the CEO.
My name's Eric Meadham. Pronouns are he, him. I'm reading for Lucinda and Eric.
John, are you with us? Am I saying it right?
Amsterdam by Thomas Dieter. A rainy night, the streets of Amsterdam, moments of nothingness, the rain hitting the pavement, the canals filling up. Out of nowhere, a figure bursts from the Diamond Museum, clutching a satchel of stolen items. The alarm blares behind them, setting off a chain reaction of chaos. Enter museum security. They hop on a bicycle and pedal furiously in pursuit. The fugitive navigates through alleys and winding paths. Tires skidding on the wet cobblestones, the fugitive maneuvers a tight corner, skids on the turn, and goes down for a second, scraping their body on the road. They quickly recover and speed away. The fugitive disappears into the darkness. The security guard skids to a stop, breathless and defeated, as the rain washes away any hope of capture. Title: Rogue Company and the Amsterdam Incident by Thomas Dieter. Cut to a private resort somewhere on the Baja Peninsula. Early morning. Blue sits at the bar and stares out over the Pacific. A snifter glass and cigar butt nearby. He's wearing sunglasses, anticipating the first crack of daylight. Green, out for a run, passes by on the path below, sees him, and runs up.
Morning.
My head. What the hell happened last night?
You really don't remember?
No, I don't.
Blackout drunk again. Responsible.
I can handle my liquor fine. Someone must have slipped me something.
Folks wasting their shit on you.
Hey, I was just trying to enjoy my night, all right? You should try it sometime.
Enjoy your night. Aren't you embarrassed?
I'm not that bad.
Oh, really? What do you call that empty bottle?
Pre-gaming?
This isn't a joke. I got our next assignment this morning. Stolen diamonds in Amsterdam.
Whenever let you down.
Catalina, Antwerp, Algiers, Lisbon, Monte Carlo, both times.
Well, now you're just nitpicking.
Sausalito, Cairo, Beirut. Are you going to be okay on this one?
Blue throws up on himself. Next day, Amsterdam Socialites Manor, the study.
So you see, gentlemen, the ceremonial diamond sword of the Napoleon has been stolen from our family's collection, and it's an heirloom of immense value and sentimentality.
And you're sure there are no leads?
None.
Why not go to the police?
Please, they're working on it, obviously. At least that's what they say. It's an embarrassment. But I don't trust them. Besides, I prefer to handle matters discreetly, at least for now.
Is the item insured?
Of course. But that's besides the point. It's coming back to me.
We'll do everything in our power to recover it, Mrs. van der Hoogen.
Please, call me Clara. And do hurry. The longer that sword is missing, the more tempted I am to take legal action against that wretched museum.
Is now when you give us money?
We'll get started right away.
All right, that's what I meant.
On their way out, they encounter a young, rugged Dutchman named Eric carrying a sack of materials. His clothes smeared with dust and dirt. Something is off.
Oh, before you go, meet Eric. He's been working on a project for my husband and the house.
Nice to meet you, Eric. What's the project?
Just some renovations in the West Wing.
Blue notices that Eric's side has been scuffed up.
It's like you've been busy.
Yeah, some sheet metal decided to scrape me up pretty well, but I'm alive. Excuse me, I have to get these materials outside.
Amsterdam Street, corner, later same day. The street corner where the heist took place is still buzzing with activity as Blue and Green approach.
Excuse me, are you Lucinda?
Yes, that's me. Oh, you must be those detectives here about the diamond sword.
How did you know it's us?
Madame van der Hoogen went on the news and said 2 private, highly skilled individuals were on the case. You fit the bill as well as anybody else. Would you like to see one of my sketches?
How about a sketch of last night?
I can do that. No problem. I've got watercolor versions and oil paintings too. Now, these aren't exactly like last night, but it is pretty much always looks like this. It's inspired by the chaos of city life.
That's all right. Right now, we need your full attention.
So there I was, painting away, when suddenly I hear the screech of tires.
Did you see them?
Oh, yes. The first one was this young, reckless, handsome devil. He took a spill right over there.
She gestures to the slick oil stain on the road, right above a manhole cover.
Looks like they hit some oil.
Exactly. And by the time the second one showed up and the police sirens were going, well, he was long gone, vanished into thin air.
Did you see anything else? Any distinguishing features?
I'm afraid not. But let me tell you about my upcoming exhibit.
Thanks for your help.
As they go, they hear Lucinda talking to herself.
Just did. He darted down that alley overway and disappeared. But it's a dead end. The police should have caught him cold. Funny thing.
What?
What?
But nothing. They couldn't find a thing. Can I interest you in a 5x6?
Thank you for your time.
Oh, my pleasure. And don't forget to check out my art. I'll give you a special discount.
Green and Blue follow Lucinda's direction and head down the narrow alley. At the dead end, they find nothing but a brick wall.
Where did they go?
Look.
They see an odd symbol in the upper right corner of the wall.
This assignment isn't going to be difficult. Isn't going to turn into something difficult, is it?
Save it for someone who cares.
The buzz of the crime scene continues. Museum CEO's office, later same day.
So, Mr. CEO man, mind telling us why a socialite like Clara Vanderhoogen is threatening to sue your museum?
Ms. Vanderhoogen claims negligence on our part regarding the theft, but we deny, but understand the emotion behind it. It's a difficult time. She's also moved forward with filing the insurance claim.
She has.
Oh, yes. And again, we understand and wish her luck.
Care to shed some light on that?
Clara is desperate, to say the least. The loss of the diamond sword could mean a substantial settlement for her.
A settlement? How so?
Well, you see, the Vanderhoogen family has seen better days. They've lost much of their fortune, and Clara is burdened with managing their numerous vacant properties. A settlement from the museum could be a windfall for her.
Thank you. We'll be on our way. But one question. What can you tell me about your security system?
We have a strict security protocol in place. There have been no breaches that we've been aware of.
What's with the security tag icon around the museum? It seems familiar.
We noticed the same symbol at the scene of the crime.
That's our new security system. It's designed to track the movement of valuable artifacts within the museum.
At the bar, later.
Blue, do you see that?
What?
Those two figures there, watching.
Relax, Green. Maybe they're into us.
I saw them earlier. They were outside the museum and across the street from that crazy art lady.
What?
It's embarrassing how much I carry you.
That sounds like a good time to me. Here.
Green and Blue do the shots.
Hey, bartender. Thanks whoever gave these to us, all right?
Wait, someone sent these our way?
The streets immediately after. They've been drugged. Blue and Green weave their way through the vibrant streets of Amsterdam, neon lights casting colorful reflections on their faces, laughter and music. It's distorted. They're freaking out. Red light district, clubs and bodies, sex and alcohol, drugs and sweat, pulsing music, and then slam, punched out. Green and Blue go down. Tulip Farm, morning. Blue and green groan as they slowly come to consciousness amid rows of colorful tulips stretching into the horizon. The pounding of their heads matches the intensity of their regret as they realize they're miles away from Amsterdam.
What happened?
I have no idea, but my head feels like I get hit by a truck. Oh.
You're the one who dragged us into this mess, Blue. Again.
I wasn't the one who slipped drugs into our drinks.
And the wallet you stole, what were you thinking?
Again, from the person who drugged us. I wonder what good that could possibly do. Free drinks, a nice high, and a lead? Sounds like a winner of a night to me.
Yeah, but now I want to die.
See, this is where my natural advantage comes in.
I could kill you. This walk is gonna suck.
At least we have an address.
The amount that you owe me.
They walk. Underground chamber, night.
So this is where the directions led? To this hole underground we're supposed to go down now? Well, I guess this is the moment.
They continue down into the tunnels. Green leads the way. Blue and green emerge into a dimly lit chamber. Their eyes widen at the sight before them. A cult of cloaked figures dances seductively around a central pedestal, adorned with the stolen diamond sword.
What the hell?
Is this some kind of cult?
Suddenly, one of the figures steps forward, their cloak falling away to reveal Eric, the engineer they encountered earlier at Clara's mansion. Blue and green watch the cult dance.
Let's get the damn thing and get out of here.
Green and blue bum rush for the sword and run the hell out. The cloaked figures are shocked and immediately go into action to get blue and green. A scary, dimly lit chase ensues until blackout. Green and blue discover themselves on the other side of the brick wall, the same spot where they found the bike before.
Bruised and empty-handed.
I'm not completely useless.
The police station.
Here we are.
She's gonna be so happy we saved the day. Officer, we're here to turn in the sword. No insurance payment or suing the museum required.
Not so fast. Well, what do we have here?
Clara, what are you doing here?
You didn't think I'd let you ruin my plans that easily, did you?
Your plans? What are you talking about?
You see, I orchestrated the entire scheme from the start. I'm gonna need that sword, though.
Why, Clara? Why would you do something like this?
What's wrong with a little payout? What's wrong with a little power?
Wait, you mean you did it for, like, the obvious reasons?
Pretty good, right?
And Eric's right side. The pain.
From skidding on the street during his getaway on the bike.
He lied to us? But he's so pretty.
And the cult in the underground chamber?
Just pawns in my little game. You can get anyone to worship anything. Now, we mustn't get that sword into the public's hands, otherwise Mummy's work will have been for nothing.
Then why hire us?
For your track record of failure, of course. I needed to look like I cared about the crime. So I hired you for appearances. You were a decoy.
I feel so used, but in a new way. not sexy.
You're sick, Clara. You belong behind bars. And joke's on you. Here comes the chief now.
Police chief comes outside onto the stoop.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Hi, Joseph. Lovely weather we're having.
The police chief takes the sword from Blue and gives it to Clara.
You see, I have friends in high places. Just not in the insurance game, unfortunately. Those scrupulous bastards.
Officer, arrest her.
The police chief laughs. He and Clara walk into the night, Clara with the diamond sword in tow. Blue and Green are alone in the night.
Did that just happen?
I'd decide myself.
I don't know what to say.
I guess I hope for a greater symbol of female empowerment.
She looked pretty empowered to me.
They hear Clara and the police chief laughing down the alley. It begins to rain in the night. Later, the Albanian coast. Clear skies, bright moon, night. Blue is drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon, gnawing at the woman hanging over wealthy men at the bar.
Drown your sorrows, brother. We'll get the next one.
Frozen noodles and canned beans until then.
Blue continues to drool over the woman across the bar.
But it's better than being in a cult, I guess.
Yeah, because you're not a slave to anything.
The night progresses endlessly. Blue pulls out a cigar. The end.
Give it up for Thomas Dieter and his cast of many an accent, many a... Come back and bow. Give yourself a bow, actors.
That was awesome.
Great work. Let's bring up all our actors and writers for tonight evening. Put on your cameras, make noise, unmute yourselves, make lots and lots of noise. Thank you all for participating. Thank you to Francis over on YouTube, moderating. Hi, Francis. And all those that are watching live and all those that are watching in the future, because we can see the future. And I believe the children are the future. But that being said, as we say at the end of every volume, this volume is officially closed. Yay! A huge thank you to our stage directions readers, Paul and Alora. Great work. And our next volume will be in person at our theater at the Marjorie Epstein Theater on 64th Street with the following writers. Cesario Tirado Ortiz, Darpan Joshi, Denise Ivanov, Michael Deshawn, I think he's in the house, Jessica Fetter Birnbaum, and Kit Goldstein Grant. So if you want to participate as an actor, you can sign up right now to participate in those things. Also, all of the other things that I mentioned at the earlier part of the evening, you just go to thepge.com and find out all the fancy stuff. Yes, I said it, thepge.com, pge.com. That being said, thank you all. Let's say, as we say to all our events, goodbye to our YouTube audience. Let's say bye to our YouTube